Hey, what's up, Exit the Matrix family? Bob here. Hey, you guys, I apologize. I have not dropped a video in a few days. I coach soccer, and we had a big tournament this weekend out of town. So I got back Monday and just had other stuff to get caught up on. So I apologize. I actually did have one video in the wing that I needed to upload, but then as I was listening to that video, I realized there were a few things that I touched upon on that video that was for sure going to get the video blocked or whatever, you know. So I decided not to upload it. And I'm going to hold on to that video, though. It had some good information. I'm going to see if I can upload that to Rumble. And if I'm able to, I'm going to make sure I put that Rumble link under my next videos. But I've been still struggling to get that Rumble channel going. So anyways, like I said, I apologize. I haven't had a video drop for a few days, but I'm back on my normal routine. So I'm going to be pumping them out now. So today, what I wanted to talk about was just kind of open-ended, but on just the mass amount of evil we are seeing right now, just kind of in our faces. And, you know, where possibly is this coming from? You know, as you know, many people that follow the Bible believe that right now we're in the Revelation time, and that we're starting to see all these prophecies and revelations starting to take place. And to be honest, I see the correlations myself. It's if you haven't seen any of my videos I've done on the beast system, please check those out. I go into detail breaking down, at least in my own theory, what the beast system is in Revelation and the mark of the beast and all that. But I do believe that these people that are running the world right now, that are acting as a cabal, that are working together towards a main goal, definitely are building the structure for their AI God, their supercomputer controlled beast system. And I believe that these quantum computers that they're using, and you got to look up how they explain how these quantum computers work. But essentially, these quantum computers are reaching into other dimensions. It's like they, what's the word I'm trying to use? Anyways, I'm sorry. I have a good word for what I'm trying to explain, but I'll try to simplify it. But essentially, it's almost like they're connecting with nodes on other dimensions through the quantum field. As you know, with string theory, a particle in one part of the universe can directly affect a particle in another part of the universe instantaneously. So essentially, the idea of quantum computers is that they are also able to tap into other dimensions through string theory and through the way that they can pull information. And once again, I'm just missing this word that would complete what I'm trying to explain here. But so what I've wondered about these quantum computers is if they're able to do that, can they, and because we live in an electrical universe, the quantum field itself is electrical. We are electrical beings. And this is a dualistic world that operates on positive and negative energy, like a battery. So what I'm wondering is, in other dimensions, if other electrical beings, you could call them spirits if you want to, demons if you want to, or whatever, if they're able to jump those signals and enter our realm through those quantum computers, and if AI gives them sort of a computerized avatar that they're able to take control of. You think about all these AI bots right now, these AI learning modules that we've got going on. If they're being powered by quantum computers, then it's a good chance that some kind of conscious energy from another realm could jump those signals back into our realm and could essentially use our own AI systems that we're creating to give themselves that personification, or it's hard to explain. In my mind, I can conceptualize this, but to try to explain it technically, I hope you're following me here, though. Essentially, we're building portals into other dimensions with these quantum computers, is essentially what I'm trying to say. And that, is it possible that conscious energy from other realms or dimensions, that they could use those quantum computers as a way into our realm? And I've also thought a lot about this with CERN. It is interesting to note that a lot of the Mandela effects that we've started noticing as a culture that's almost become pop culture, it seems like a lot of that started around 2012 when they were firing up one of the main CERN, firing up the main CERN, the main collider device. And what I've been wondering about and theorizing about is if when they first started firing up the hadron colliders, because there's not just one, as you know, there's some other ones, smaller ones too, but obviously CERN is, at least right now, as far as I know, the largest one. I know they were planning on building one even bigger than CERN, but it makes you wonder if they're opening up portals, and I'm not even claiming that they're doing it on purpose, that this could be a unforeseen happenstance of their scientific studies. I'm not claiming that all these certain scientists are purposely trying to open up portals and let in demons into our realm. However, science always pushes the boundaries, and just like our frankenfood, we're now eating these GMOs and stuff, and these special mixtures that they like to put into people now that can change your DNA. There's sometimes science can backfire on us. If you've ever studied the Philadelphia experiment, you'll get my drift on that. And of course, the Philadelphia experiment was a early dabble into a lot of these types of sciences that we're seeing now with CERN and such. It was, as far as dimensional rifts that we could create, or time shifts, or it was very interesting. If you've never read about the Philadelphia experiment, look into that. I don't have time to go over that in detail here, but it was very interesting. It was a Navy experiment to try to cloak a ship that went wrong, and sailors died because of it. But interesting effects happened because of that experiment. And I think they learned some things from that, and they've been working on these technologies ever since. But CERN, whereas the quantum computers could be small portals that let in electrical beings or conscious energy, think about the size of the portal that CERN could create. I mean, you could essentially be punching holes into reality. And It is interesting that they got the statue of Shiva. Some say it's Kali at the entrance to CERN in the courtyard. And if you have not heard about the video of some of the CERN scientists that were doing a mock ritual around this statue that was supposedly claimed leaked by one of their colleagues that was watching it from one of their I don't know if it's like a dormitory or hotel room overlooking this area. It's a very interesting video, though. You should check it out. I tend to think that it was all planned and that the guy filming it filmed it that way on purpose, and perhaps they were mocking people for saying that CERN's opening up portals, but perhaps not. You know how these people operate. I think these people are just pushing the boundaries so hard on our sciences that they very well could eventually destroy this realm. And if you think back to Atlantis, if you ever get a chance, read Edgar Casey's readings on Atlantis. I actually have a book that's just compiled his readings he did on people about them living in Atlantis, and it goes into a lot of the technologies of Atlantis at that time, and how there arose a divide amongst the people, and you had like the children of light the children of light and the children of dark were like these two opposing factions within the Atlantean hierarchy. And I guess they were kind of one-upping each other on technology, and things got out of hand. And it's said that Atlantis was destroyed by technology, not by a nature-made cataclysm, but a man-made cataclysm. And we don't even know if Atlanteans were fully Homo sapien like we are. They could have been a different type of humanoid. I've been going pretty deep on the theory that the Anunnaki were the Atlantean survivors, and that they were the royal class, the science class, and the military class that survived the destruction of Atlantis. And then, of course, as survivors, they settled down in different parts of the earth and brought civilization and their advanced civilization to essentially more primitive human beings. And that essentially the Atlanteans could have been the Elohim in the Garden of Eden, the Anuna in the Sumerian cuneiform that hybridized the human, the Homo sapien human avatar. And that they may have made us smaller, weaker, gave us the gene, the worship gene, shortened our telomeres, which means that they artificially limited how long we can live. It's interesting to note in the pre-Diluvian world that everything was bigger. The plants, the animals, humans, they lived longer. Look at the lifespans in the early parts of the Bible and how it tapers off through time. Look at the Sumerian kings list, and look at how long some of these kings lived. Some of them for tens of thousands of years that they ruled. And then, of course, you could look at the ancient Egyptian, the pre-pharaonic Egyptian, where Ra and Thoth ruled at different times for thousands of years. So I think we're getting close, people, to unraveling this mystery of our ancient past and our where humans actually came from and such. And I just start to wonder if we're going down the same path the Atlanteans did, as we're getting to these super advanced levels of technology, if we're essentially inviting the demon in, if you get my drift. Now, a lot of us would claim that they're doing it on purpose. And some of us would claim that that there is much danger in this. However, that they're not doing it on purpose, but it's out of curiosity. Humans are curious. And these scientists are not evil. They're just pushing the boundaries of, trying to find the God particle and figure out our, this construct we find ourselves in. Because I'll tell you one thing, people, scientists that are working on CERN, they understand that this is a construct, a matrix, a simulation that we are living in. Once you go that deep into quantum physics and into particles, subatomic particles research, you start realizing that this is a simulated construct that we are living in, and they know this. So the question is now, do they not care? Are they being cautious? Or are they purposely trying to bring about this stuff? So it is interesting, folks. I think you can honestly look at the different paths here, and maybe some of them really think that they're doing a good thing, and maybe some of them do have nefarious reasons for what they're working on. But I don't know. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on this. Are they trying to open up portals to bring in entities, conscious energy, possibly lower dimensional beings, negative beings from other dimensions into our realm? And is it possible that quantum computers could be a portal for them, or CERN being a portal that they use? It is all very interesting, and the thing is, though, is that this stuff can have grave consequences for this realm if the games they're playing get out of hand. Because if they end up bringing in super advanced conscious energy beings, you could call spirits, demons, whatever, from lower vibrational levels into this realm, that would essentially be like opening the gates of hell on Earth. And more than likely, these entities could be parasitic entities. They could be parasitic on our energy, on our spirit, or on the very foundations of this realm, which is the quantum field. And so it's very interesting. You can go very deep with this. I'm trying not to be too technical, but at the same time, I think I was getting a little lost in my explanation to you, because there's one word I had and I still can't think of it. I'm so sorry. That would have helped me explain this a little better, but I hope I didn't lose you guys. I've been looking into this for quite a while, and I do think that there could be some grave consequences of what our scientists are doing, and with them pushing the boundaries of our reality. Because you got to understand, people, they are literally looking for the God particle. And when they're talking about they're looking for the God particle, they're trying to figure out the absolute smallest underlying foundational subatomic particle that everything else is built upon, that all the other subatomic particles are built upon. They're trying to find essentially that point of creation, that very beginning foundation of our creation. And when you start playing around with that, you may very well just bring this whole matrix down upon us. You may collapse it. Now, I do want to leave you guys on a positive note here. Just understand that, yes, this realm is a type of simulated, you could call it even a holographic type of matrix that we're living in here. It is a created matrix. There is, at least for this realm, we know for sure a creator. Now, if it's us that created it in the other realm, because I've been going real deep also into near-death experiences and OBEs, and it seems as if that is where we really come from. And perhaps from that realm, we created the Matrix. We created this giant classroom, this sandbox to go in and learn duality in. And perhaps along the way, it got hijacked. Or perhaps this is playing out the way it's meant to play out, right? Some of you would say, well, yeah, God created this, and so he's doing it to test souls, you know? And there could be some truth in that, though. What I've gleaned from what people that have passed away and come back to this realm, what they bring back is that it is a classroom. However, your soul it's not this, you're going to hell for eternity. It's a heaven or hell thing. It's a learning experience, and you experience this realm from all of the drastic opposites of duality: great good and great bad, hate and love. And we all, as you know, like your Bible tells you, we all are born into sin, because in this realm of duality, every spirit has a dark side and a light side. Every consciousness is tugged on by a positive and a negative energy. And most of us do mostly good, right? And that's what you try to do to be a good person. However, we all slip up sometimes, and we've all done stuff we're not proud of. We've hurt people, we've lied to people, we've especially in our youth, we did a lot of stuff probably that we look back on probably thinking, yeah, well, I probably shouldn't have done those things, but such is life. However, I believe most people are good, because in the other realm, good is the ultimate truth. Love is the ultimate truth in the other realm. And so this is the realm where we get to experience the opposite of love. However, we can still find love here. I don't know if it's the absolute love that we find on the other level of reality, the other dimension. You could, whatever you want to call that, the spirit realm or whatever. But so I think if this construct was brought down around our ears, and it was essentially shut down, so to speak, or corrupted to the point that it collapses and stops working, just kind of like if you fry your computer, then I think we're all fine, because these human avatars are not us. These are just the vessels that allow our conscious energy to experience this construct, this matrix. So if I just want to leave that peace of mind with you. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you really need to dig into these experiencers, these NDEs and OBEs, because it'll give you a different, maybe a non-religious point of view on what life after death looks like, and essentially what I like to think of it as our true home, where that we come from and what it's like there opposed to here. So I don't know, folks. Maybe this construct, this matrix, gets rebooted every now and then, and we have to tear it down and then we rebuild it. Just keep in mind, like I've been teaching, and go look it up yourself in Genesis if you don't believe me. Elohim is plural. And it's essentially not, I'm not doing this word per word as in the Bible, but this is essentially, they say, come, let us make man in our image, after our likeness. Plural, people. The Elohim, Anunnaki, Anuna, Atlanteans. I don't know exactly. I've got my theories who they were, the shining ones, the powerful ones, but the watchers. But the Elohim, that was not the creator of all that it was talking about. They were some kind of higher dimensional beings that came to Earth and helped create the human avatar and perhaps even this construct, or they were highly advanced civilization that was meddling with the human avatar, and maybe they're the ones who control this world from behind the scenes, and they're still around, and perhaps some of these UFOs and UAPs that can't be explained even by our military is their technology. The Black Knight satellite could be their technology that's been watching over the Earth for thousands of years. Perhaps they watch us from the moon. Perhaps the moon is a base, because there's a lot of theories that the moon itself is a construct. If you've ever heard of them hitting the moon with a bomb, and it rang like a bell for a long time, which would show that it's metallic. It's a metallic sphere of some type. Now, some of you laugh at that and just say, the moon's just a hologram or whatever, and that could be too. Folks, there is so many roads you can go down, and everybody claims to know the absolute truth. I don't. I give you guys all my thoughts and ideas, and then let you guys, decide what you want from that. Every time I think I got something figured out, new information comes my way, and I have to adjust my thinking. And so I hope those that follow this page and essentially are interested in the same things I am, I hope that you have that open of a mind to have the ability to adjust your thinking and your ideas also, because it seems as if we've been lied to forever, and it's just like layer after layer that we're trying to dig through and unwrap. So anyways, hey guys, I appreciate you guys. When I get home today, I'll get this uploaded, and once I get that Rumble channel going, I'm going to be going a little deeper on stuff, not having to self-censor as much, and a lot more edgier content. So I hope we can start getting that going here soon, and we are getting really close to being able to do lives. I'd like to start doing that more once I can get to that level here on YouTube, and so I can interact more with you guys. You can do lives now, but there's extra fun features and stuff that I'm getting really close here with watch hours and everything, where I'm going to be able to start getting some stuff unlocked. So I think the channel will start growing a lot faster at that point. Unfortunately, Facebook has still got my page on a lockdown. It's been limited to between 138 and 140,000 followers for roughly 2.5 years now. Every time I gain new people, amazingly, follows disappear. So it always balances it out. So they've got me on a lockdown over there. So I've been growing on X and growing here on YouTube, and we'll just keep fighting the good fight, right, people? So hey, appreciate you guys, and I will talk to you later.